y'all, it's me, Eating Lunch in 88, and Johnny Pooh. And we're here for another episode of Real Talk with the Rices. I was asked to weigh in on the whole babies being left in the car during the summer thing, or babies, children, whatever, being left in the car during the summer. And I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there before I even get started on my rant and ramble. I consider myself to be a very, I guess, sympathetic, empathetic type person. Like I said, I don't feel like I would have, bachelor's, oh, that was close. Like, I feel like having a bachelor's degree in social work and a master's degree in counseling, like, those are qualities that pretty much people have to see in you in order for you to progress. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm just like this ruthless, hateful type person. So, I know some things that I will say are going to come off that way, but I mean, come on, y'all. I'm also going to say it is what it is. This is going to be some real talk. So, I've noticed, like, on Facebook and things, I've noticed that a lot of the people that have been posting about it are really, they've been really, like, sympathetic or empathetic or whatever, but it's been more for the parents doing it than for the actual children that are being killed. And I don't agree with that. I mean, say what you will. I mean, I feel sorrier. I mean, it's not that I don't feel sorry for the parents that it's happening to, but at the same time, it's like, you can't, like John was saying earlier, like, you can't be giving these parents these outs pretty much. People are like, oh, well, these parents have to bury their children. I understand that, but I mean, but the children are being buried here. Like, there are parents that are leaving their kids in hot cars. There's not, I mean, and granted, like, see, I'm trying to say it, I'm trying to be PC with it, but still go in pretty much. There should never be that much on your mind where you forget your child in a car. We were watching the news the other night, and it was saying ways to remember your kids in the back seat, or ways. What was it, John?
They said things to do so you don't forget your kids in the back seat. Leave something very valuable, like your purse or wallet.
Yeah, leave important things in the back seat.
Like having your kid wasn't important in the back seat.
Yeah, and like when I saw that, I snapped. I was like the daggone kid isn't what's important in the back seat. You got to leave your freaking purse or your favorite coffee mug in the back seat to remember your child. Like, that just, I don't understand that. And in that regard, I'm not empathetic. I'm not sympathetic. Like, that drove me to drink almost when I saw that. And it was like,
just giving the parents an out to having a reason or excuse why they forgot their child in the back seat.
Exactly. Like, I know somebody on, I saw on Facebook, they were like, oh, these parents are so overwhelmed lately. And I'm just like, overwhelmed or not, your child is your first priority. Like, I don't understand you leave your child in the car. Like, okay.
Well, they're not going to be overwhelmed now when they go to prison, so.
Yeah, well,
right.
I mean, that's some real talk for you. Like, I'm just not understanding. And like I said, I know I'm going to come off as really, really harsh and just really blunt, but I'm just not seeing, like, what I do with my children. Granted, I have 3, so some people think 3 is a lot. Some people think I don't have a lot of kids at all, but I'm almost obsessive and anal about counting them when we're out. Like, I always wear Kylan, so I say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm constantly, like, over and over and over. Like I said, even obsessively counting my children, because my biggest fear is losing one of them, or something happening to them. So, so the whole excuse, oh, I've got a lot on my mind. It's just like the first thing or person on your mind should be your child or children. Like, I don't understand the whole, I've got a lot going on, so I left my kid in the car. I'm not buying it, honestly. And not that I don't feel sorry for these parents. Like, I empathize. I do empathize, because I would hate for anybody to bury their child, but I don't want these parents getting out. That's honestly what I feel like is happening. Like I said, if I look on my, okay, hold on, Carson. If I look on my Facebook timeline, 99% of people are like, oh, these poor parents. I'm like, but they're the ones leaving their kids in the car. What about the baby that they're burying next week? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm just not understanding it. And I said, I mean, I don't know how long this has been going on, but maybe because I have children and I'm noticing a lot more on the news, but it just seems like I'm seeing like 3 or 4 cases a week, like over the past couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, of like kids just being left in the car for whatever reason, and it's not okay. And I'm tired of these parents getting it out for it. And like, whether you have to have some kind of buddy system, like counting your kids, do whatever, like nobody's gonna fault you for that. But like I said, I'm not buying this whole kids being left in the car, because I've got a lot on my mind. And like I said, I feel sorry for parents having to bury their children, but the children are being buried, and that's what should be the issue here. It's not the parents trying to make them feel good about themselves, trying to lessen the blow of their actions, pretty much. So, like I said, y'all, I've been talking about this to a lot of people, and most of the people that I know agree with me. There are some that are like, oh, Emery, you're being a little harsh, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's just not fair to the children. So why are you giving these parents an excuse? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. A lot of people have a lot on their mind, and a lot of people don't leave a kid in the car. And I mean, I don't know if it ever would happen to me, but if it did, I would expect y'all to go in on me the way I'm going in on other people. Like, there's just no excuse. So,
the biggest thing too is, like, I mean, I know there's only one time when my child was leaving quiet in the car that I know that there may not be someone else in the car but me is when they're all knocked out. But 9 times out of 10, they're normally awake when I pull up somewhere.
Yeah, they're loud.
That's the thing I don't understand. How are these people saying I don't know my kids in the car? Are they always asleep when they get in the car automatically?
Yeah, your kids just not talking to you.
The crazy thing.
I think what it is a lot of people are just maybe people are like leaving it, because I've heard of a few cases of like people being in work and leaving their kid in the car. So to me, it's just like, okay, people can't pay for daycare, aren't paying for daycare, don't want to pay for daycare, so leaving the kid in the car to fend for themselves. That's what I see. I don't see, oh, I forgot my kid in the car. Oh, it's my day to have the baby and I forgot it. I mean, because usually, like, you got to think, if you don't usually take your kid to work and it's take your kid to work day, that's the first thing on your mind is your kid, because that's not something that you usually do. So that should be the first thing on your mind, like, oh yeah, I've got my kid today. I don't usually have my kid. That's how I feel. But like like I said, so many people get so many outs, and to me, there's no excuse. Having a lot on your mind is not an excuse, because once you have a kid, that's what's on your mind. So like I said, I may come off as judgmental, whatever, y'all. This is Real Talk with Emerald and John, Real Talk with the Rices. So this is how I would honestly talk to my husband or anybody else that asks me questions. So weigh in below and let me know how you feel. And that's the thing too, I don't expect a lot of people to agree with us. This is pretty much just us giving our opinion, and I like to read other people's opinions on these. So like I said, y'all, I just feel like there's no excuse. There's not. And like I said, my heart goes out to the children more than anything. But like, I would never look at a parent like, oh my God, you're this and you're that. But at the same time, these parents are getting outs, y'all. And I'm not going to sit here and front and fake and act like it's okay and act like, oh well, they just had a law of their mind. That is not an excuse. That's not. I don't care. Whatever way you slice it, dice it, fry it, that, lay to the side. That's not an excuse. So, y'all.
What was that?
I don't know what that was, but anyway, that's not an excuse. So this has been Real Talk with the Rices. Like I said, weigh in below. Let me know how you feel. Let me know
if you got a question for the Rices. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, because like I got this inbox to me, and inbox me any questions you have. Like I said, I want to do these once a week. So like I said, y'all, just let me know how you feel. Let me know. Just weigh in. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I don't agree with 99% of the people that I talk to. So I don't expect you to agree with me. If you can, agree, disagree, agree, whatever. But just let me know, y'all. So, all right. Bye, John. Bye. And let's hope that we remember to get these kids out of this car. Okay.
Oh, where did my kids go? I forgot they were in the car.
Okay. All right. Bye.